Right now at 10, a Texas man is being held in the La Crosse County Jail. Police say he fired a gun after being confronted about his driving and shelling out for holiday shopping. Despite inflation, Valley View Mall store managers are reporting plenty of foot traffic. Plus, a lesson in leadership. A La Crescent basketball player is asking fans and players to be kind to referees.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Amy DuPont. No one was injured after that man reportedly fired a gun on La Crosse's north side. It happened around 5 on Christmas Day near Avon and Clinton Streets. Witnesses told police 33-year-old Luke Springer of Fort Worth, Texas, was driving erratically, and when Springer was confronted about it, he fired a gun. Police say Springer was intoxicated and that the shooting is an isolated incident. Springer is being held in the La Crosse County Jail on several charges, including first-degree recklessly endangering safety. We now know the name of the 19-year-old shot dead Friday at the Mall of America. The Hennepin County Medical Examiner's Office said Jonte Hudson of St. Paul died after being shot multiple times. The mall went on lockdown for about an hour after that shooting inside the Nordstroms, and the next day, police arrested 5 teenagers in connection to the shooting. Bloomington's police chief said all 5 will be charged tomorrow on suspicion of second-degree murder. Police in Iowa fatally shot a 16-year-old boy they say was armed. It happened early this morning. Officers were responding to a domestic dispute, and they say when they arrived, the boy had a gun and pointed it in the direction of officers. More than one officer fired their gun at the boy. He died at the scene. One neighbor says he heard those shots and drove away as fast as he could.
I don't really know how to react to it. I mean, I'm sad, and I wish that it wouldn't have happened.
The officers involved have been with that department for 5 years, and their body cameras were recording. A Christmas morning fire destroyed a Genoa restaurant and claimed the lives of 2 cats. People in the Big River Bar and Grill and the tenant in the upstairs apartment were able to evacuate. Several area fire departments worked together to haul in water and put out that fire, but it burned for close to 8 hours before it was completely out. The cause is still under investigation.
All right, here's a live look at City Cam. We have clear skies outside. We're seeing a temperature right now of 5 degrees with the winds very light. Our ambient temperature and that feels like temperature, they're the same. Winds are out of the south-southeast at 3 miles per hour. Our visibility is sitting at 10 miles. Numbers for today, we made it to 14 after a morning start of 2. 30 and 14 is where we should be for this time of year. So that low end, or the high end today, is where we should be for the low end. 54 was the record high set back in 1936. 24 below zero was the record low set back in 1914. Radar scan right now showing a clean sweep across the area. This is going to get a break as we go into the first half of the work week. Numbers for today, there you go. Teens across the majority of the viewing area. One exception to the rule, Preston, you were at 8 degrees, and right now you're seeing that temperature of 3 degrees below zero already. 1 in Winona, 5 in La Crosse, 1 below in Sparta, 5 below in Black River Falls, 4 above, I should say, in Ladysmith. But again, you factor in that wind chill in a lot of places. The air temperature and the feels like temperature are the same because that wind is very light. So coming up in the first warn forecast, we're going to talk about temperatures going into the 30s. We're going to talk about temperatures maybe in the low 40s. We're going to talk about a wintry mix. And then we're going to wrap up 2022 and go into 2023. And I'll have that forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Amy, over to you.
All right, thanks, Eric.
You bet.
When the next legislative session gets underway, Wisconsin Republicans are set to clash with Democratic Governor Tony Evers again. At issue, how to fund local governments and whether to expand the private school choice program to wealthier families. Despite having different views, state Republicans say they do want to have a better relationship with the governor. The next 2-year session begins on January 3rd. Across the river, Minnesota Democrats will control both the House and Senate for the first time in 8 years, and that will give them the power to decide how to use the state's $17.6 billion projected surplus. It also means Democrats can pass bills the outgoing Republican majority in the Senate previously blocked. Priorities for the Dems include protecting abortion rights, gun safety legislation, legalizing marijuana, more funding for schools, and creating a paid family and medical leave program. Minnesota's legislative session also begins on January 3rd. Well, this stretch of frigid weather is keeping local plumbers busy. Below freezing temperatures can cause water in pipes to freeze, and then those pipes can burst. Joe Gunderson, the owner of 608 Plumbing, says the biggest issue he sees on calls are pipes that are installed incorrectly or put where they shouldn't be. Pipes in or near outer walls can freeze much easier. Gunderson also says if cold air, a breeze is from a window is hitting your pipes, they could freeze too.
Insulation is going to be really crucial, but it's not going to go and do the trick 100%. You should also have a heat source. So if you have some place that's susceptible to going and getting a lot of breeze and a lot of air coming through where it might go and freeze up that pipe, make sure that there's some type of heat source there.
Gunderson also recommends keeping a little water running so it doesn't have the chance to freeze, and make sure you unhook your outdoor hoses in the fall and use an insulated cover on the spigot. A Madison area firefighter is reminding everyone he can that carbon monoxide detectors can save your life. Sun Prairie Assistant Chief Bill Sullivan says carbon monoxide is usually odorless, and the only way to know if there are unsafe CO levels in your home is with a detector.
They should have a carbon monoxide detector on every floor level in the home, especially if they got gas-fired appliances.
Sullivan says gas and wood fireplaces and ash disposal are also a concern, as well as warming up your car in a closed garage. Still ahead, despite inflation, holiday shoppers pulled out their wallets. Store managers at Valley View Mall say the crowds made it feel like things are back to normal. And later, one of our top 8 stories of the year. We're going to look back to when we met a golfer who is anything but leisurely.
Rocks in the treetop all day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing this song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin going tweet, 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 rockin' robin.
I love helping people get into a new home, whether it's a first home, moving to the area, or a forever home. I'm here to help from start to finish.
They actually worked with us with our existing home and selling that and getting us into a retirement home. They've given us all different options, what to go with and what is the best for us financially.
And they're so wonderful for working with us and figuring out what we needed to do and how fast we could do it.
Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The holidays are for making memories, and you can count on Honda to help you make them. Whether it's in a capable Ridgeline, adventurous CRV, a rugged Passport, or a dynamic Pilot. Start making memories of your own with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Morning. Who said that? Whoa, where did that come from? Floating money.
Funny.
Good luck out there.
Discounts and deals apparently swayed people into spending more this holiday season. According to MasterCard, U.S. holiday retail sales jumped more than 7.5% compared to last year. The company looked at sales in-store and online from November 1st to December 24th. Preliminary figures show online sales grew more than 10.5% compared to last year. Black Friday was still the top day for shopping. Sales on that day jumped more than 12% from the year before. And the spirit of giving wasn't lost at La Crosse's Valley View Mall. News 8 Now's Emily Haugen spoke with 2 store managers who believe their stores offer more than a typical present.
Familiar stories have a way of connecting us.
And I think we learn stuff about ourselves through stories, so a lot of the things in here obviously represent that.
It brings people together, even through hard times. At PopCon in the Valley View Mall, Todd Wilson sells pop culture staples.
These are all like just things that make people feel better when they buy them. I always talked about this as being the merchandise equivalent of kind of comfort food.
He also wrestles with rising prices.
There's nothing in this store that doesn't cost us more than it did a year ago.
Familiar characters fuel his small business.
They see things and they remember things that they loved, and it puts them in a better frame of mind.
And on the day after Christmas, he's happy to see heavy foot traffic.
Most people leave here happier than when they came in, and that's the kind of vibe we're going for.
Down the hallway, Barnes & Noble is also buzzing.
This has been a little busier
today than it has been before Christmas.
To store manager John Hoppy, it's clear that inflation hasn't stopped La Crosse shoppers.
It's just been really healthy. Even with the economy that says it's not too healthy, we're not seeing it at the register.
With plenty of people searching the shelves.
It feels like old times.
Though prices are rising, Hoppy thinks there's a good reason why people keep coming back.
If you're not going to binge Netflix, you're going to read. And I feel like that is an inexpensive way to escape reality.
Stores filled with people searching for stories, both familiar and new.
At PopCon, Wilson says this is their second biggest year yet after just last year. And at Barnes & Noble, Hoppy says foot traffic is coming back to pre-pandemic levels. And according to the National Retail Report, in-person shopping was up 6.8% this year. Well, with the holiday shopping season now over, it might be time to set financial goals for 2023. Experts say as we head into the new year, there are some money moves to consider. They recommend deciding now what kind of large purchases you want to make and then create a plan to pay for it. Also, tackle debt as soon as you can to avoid dragging it into the next year, or make a plan to pay it off.
We see the feds raising the rates on interest. And so things like credit card debt, personal loans, anything that has a variable interest rate is going to cost you more.
They also recommend boosting your emergency fund. So figure out the most scaled back amount you need to get by month to month and then save what you can. After the break, a lesson in leadership. A La Crescent basketball player is asking everyone to respect referees.
And in the world of weather, we have clear skies right now, but we're talking about a warming trend and precipitation chances. That's all coming up in the First Warn forecast on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu, only at Hardee's.
I have something for you.
I have something for you too.
Just announced in time for the holiday. Get 1.9% APR for 5 years on all 2022 GMC Sierra Light Duty Crew Cab models. Visit your local dealer today.
You've always been able to buy very basic amplifiers. Insurance will not probably be covering anything that you find online. Many of the Medicare Advantage plans have been adding hearing aid coverage to their offerings.
Yeah, we take all insurances. United Healthcare, Epic, Humana, True Hearing, Blue Cross Blue Shield, federal employees, WPS. I mean, we take all of them.
Better Hearing Center, 11th and Main on Alaska.
Why shop the Habitat Restore? We offer new and used building materials, furniture, appliances, home decor, and more at 50 to 70% off retail pricing. New items arrive daily, so it's never the same store twice. Find us on Facebook to catch sneak peeks of products throughout the week. Feel good knowing your purchase helps build and repair homes in our community, as 100% of profits stay local and support Habitat's mission. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. off Highway 16 past Woodman's.
Hey, it's Brody from Great River Harley-Davidson. 2022 was a great riding season, and all of us here at Great River want to say thank you. To all the riders who stopped by this year to check out an event, grab a shirt, or ride home on a new Harley, we want to say thank you and look forward to seeing you in the new year.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu, only at Hardee's.
Continual growth brings new opportunities at the Board Store Home Improvements. Now hiring carpenters, window and door installers, floor or tile installers. Apply today.
So we have clear skies outside. We have another chilly evening across the Coulee region. Right now we're sitting at 5 degrees, but with that wind very light out there, our ambient temperature and our feels like temperature, they're the same. Our dew point is sitting at 0. The air is very dry out there. We have 10-mile visibility. That's kind of the good news there. We are seeing a current temperature of 6 degrees at the station. We're sitting at 1 in Eau Claire, and same story. The ambient temperature and the feels like temperature, they're the same because we have that calm wind. Your dew point is down to 3 degrees below 0. Numbers for today made it to 14. That's where we should be on the low end after a start of 2. 30 is where we should be on the high end. The radar scan, we have a clean sweep across the area. Here's a look at the weather in motion. We'll go ahead and pull out, and it's not just us that's seeing the clean sweep. More or less the whole region. Go up towards the Twin Cities area, just to the north and west of the Twin Cities, seeing some snow showers, but that's really about it in terms of precipitation. So high pressure is going to be in control as we go into the first half of the work week. Keep an eye on this warm front right here, because this is going to be our weather maker as we go into the second half of the work week. And with this, back behind it, they are seeing some precipitation across portions of Washington into Idaho. And we're going to time everything out and tell you why that's going to play out in just a couple seconds. But you take a look here as we go to the clouds. Earlier, portions of Missouri had a little bit of snow. Portions of northern Indiana had a little bit of snow. Even portions of Michigan seeing some snow, seeing some lake effect snow just to the north of the Grand Rapids area, north of Holland, Michigan. But here across the Coulee region right now, we're seeing mostly clear skies, again, making for a chilly evening nonetheless. So your zone forecast for tonight, everybody's going to go below 0 in La Crosse County. Southern zones from La Crescent down to New Albany, down towards the Postville area, Prairie du Chien area, seeing temperatures well below 0. Again, central zones, Black River Falls, you'll go to 4 below 0. Winona, you're going to go to the goose egg. 3 below will be the overnight low in Lewiston. St. Charles, you'll go to 3 degrees below 0 as well. Ladysmith and Cornell, you'll go to 0. Same story in Eau Claire. Pepin, you'll go to 1 degree below 0. Fall Creek, you'll go to 1 degree below 0 as well. So again, we'll stay mostly clear. For the most part, the clouds will pick up as we go into the overnight hours. They'll dissipate by the afternoon hours, and then we'll see mostly cloudy skies for Tuesday night. And then that trend will continue for Wednesday morning. As this warm front I was talking about pushes its way through, it's going to do 2 things. First of all, it's going to warm the temperature up. We're going to go back into the upper 30s, low 40s. Back behind it is another cool front. We will drop the temperatures a little bit as we go into the weekend. Not single digits, not at all. But we will go from the 40s to the mid to upper 30s. So the details of the first warn forecast for tonight. Going down to 2 degrees below 0 with partly cloudy skies. That wind chill is going to stay well below 0 in the overnight hours, with winds picking up out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For your day planner tomorrow, by the 8 o'clock hour, we'll see a temperature of 6 degrees. With partly cloudy skies, the clouds will thicken as we go to the afternoon hours. We'll go to 21 by the 2 o'clock hour, mid-20s by the 6 o'clock hour. Talk about a heat wave compared to this time last week. Take a look at the next 8 days. Here we go. 36 for Wednesday, a nice hot 42 degrees for Thursday. We are going to see a wintry mix, though. Thursday going into Friday, 37 Friday and Saturday to ring in 2023. We'll see cloudy skies will have 36 degrees, 38 degrees for Monday and Tuesday. Amy, after this past week, I think this is going to be a great week to just lay outside, break out the Speedo, and just lounge around.
I tend to see you out sunbathing at Pettibone Park on Thursday.
The Speedo will be on, my friend.
Okay, we'll send a camera. You better believe it. Well, they are often at the center of any sporting event, and they get a lot of guff for it. Nationwide, roughly 20% of referees quit because of bad behavior by fans and athletes. News 8 Now's Dua Israr introduces us to a La Crescent athlete who wants to change that attitude, and he's starting with his own team.
Leaders set an example for their team. Varsity captain Noah Bjerke-Wieser is doing exactly that.
We were just not super respectful to the refs.
After a basketball game against Fillmore Central, the senior from La Crescent Hoka went on Facebook to ask his community members to change.
When refs may make a quote-unquote bad call, then people get upset. But we just gotta cheer for our team in the most positive way possible.
Without a referee, Bjerke-Wieser says there's no game.
We can't play without them, and if we don't have any, then we couldn't have any fun on the court.
Nationwide, referees have quit after being the subject of harassment, mostly from fans. In Wisconsin, the number of basketball referees available dropped by 18%.
Just getting refs in general, there's a shortage in the area.
Bjerke Wieser says since his Facebook post, the basketball court already looks different.
A lot has changed since then. We've been a super positive team and not complaining.
Bjerke Wieser's request is reflected in his own community. The players play, the officials officiate, and the fans do what they do best, cheer. Reporting in La Crescent, Dua Israr, News 8 Now.
Now, last year, the Wisconsin River Officials Association started recruiting and training younger officials to help alleviate the referee shortage. Well, coming up in sports, both the Packers and the Vikings are getting it done over the weekend, making their clash at Lambeau next Sunday even bigger. Plus, the T-Wolves back in action tonight, looking to avoid their third straight loss. Rob has the highlights next in sports.
News 8 Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Whether you need routine care or treatment for a complex condition, Mayo Clinic Health System has convenient and safe options for the care you and your family need.
Sick of running out of hot water? The professionals at Maxwell White are here to handle all of your water heater needs. Our licensed technicians can install, repair, or replace any type of water heater with same-day or next-day service. Call Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
Wisconsin. It's easy to take for granted how we warm up, but what if you couldn't warm up so easily? For many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling to keep their heat and power on in the dangerous cold of winter. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safe in your home. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
At Cooley Auto, we care about making buying and servicing your cars an effortless process. From our fair pricing to our friendly staff, we are accountable to the Cooley region and are now focused on offering you the best service possible with Cooley Auto Service Center. Cooley Auto Service Center is engaged in providing you with honest, affordable, and reliable service. Service you need, care you deserve. Find out more at CooleyAuto.com.
Start the new year off right during the final days of the Ford Shine Bright sales event. Don't miss your chance to choose from a great selection of new Ford vehicles in stock and ready for delivery. Or place a custom order, lock in your rate, and you're protected. Plus, new inventory is still arriving daily, so you could drive one home today. Now get a no-charge 3-year, 30,000-mile premium maintenance plan when you purchase most new Ford vehicles. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
December is the most wonderful time of the year. It's a time to be merry, be joyful, and share with friends and family. Here at Maxwell White, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas, season's greetings, and a Happy New Year.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
What a holiday weekend it was in the NFL. Both the Packers and Vikings getting big wins. We'll start with the green and gold. About a month ago, the Packers fell to the Eagles. Just a few days after Thanksgiving, they were 4-8 at the time. Most fans would have said this team needs a Christmas miracle if they even want to come close to making the playoffs. Well, fast forward 4 weeks later, Packers have not lost since. They've won 3 straight games, none bigger than Sunday's win in Miami. Green Bay needing a win to keep its playoff hopes alive, and the Pack gets it done. It was the defense stepping up big, especially in the second half. Down the stretch, the Packers D forcing turnover after turnover. 3 straight picks. Jair had one, then it was Devondre Campbell joining the party, and on the final drive, Rasul Douglas seals it for the green and gold. The Packers are still alive in the NFC. 26-20 the final on Sunday. 3rd straight win, and most importantly, their playoff push continues for another week.
I thought it was a really cool deal what our team accomplished yesterday, being down 10 points on the road against a really good football team. And just, you know, it wasn't pretty. We all know that. It was not a pretty win, but we found a way. And that's, at the end of the day, that is what matters most.
As for the Packers' next opponent, the Vikings clinched the NFC North last weekend, but Minnesota still with a shot at getting the overall #1 seed in the NFC, and the Vikings getting one step closer to that in Saturday's thrilling win at home against the Giants. It was a tight one down the stretch, but Minnesota getting some breathing room on this strike from Kirk Cousins to Justin Jefferson. 17-yard connection put the Vikings up 8. Giants answered right back, Saquon Barkley punching it in from 27 yards out. But then it was Jefferson getting it done in crunch time, also breaking Randy Moss's franchise record for most receiving yards in a single season. That set up Greg Joseph's career-long 61-yarder. Vikings win their second straight, improved to 12-3 on the year, and now it's off to Lambeau to take on the rival Packers.
As far as just the overall, Packers-Vikings rivalry, I just know that when they've had so much success in our division for a long time and with their quarterback and their coaching staff and a lot of the players that we'll see this weekend have won a lot of football games. So we've got to make sure we play, be on the hunt for still being a consistent four-quarter outfit.
Packers-Vikings, 3:25 kickoff from Lambeau. It's going to be an awesome scene. Well, it's been a tough go this season for Nathaniel Hackett in Denver, and on Monday the Broncos firing the first-year head coach after a 4-11 start. Denver getting embarrassed on Christmas Day in Los Angeles, a 51-14 loss to the Rams, and that was the final straw for the former Packers offensive coordinator. Hackett spent the previous 3 seasons in Green Bay calling plays for Matt LaFleur and the Packers before heading out to Denver earlier this year. It was tough sledding for Hackett from the get-go. His decision-making was questioned almost immediately in a Week 1 loss to the Seahawks. And now Hackett becomes just the 18th NFL head coach to be fired during his first season on the job. On to the NBA now. It's been an up-and-down season so far for the Timberwolves. After winning 3 straight, Minnesota dropped 2 in a row last week. But the T-Wolves getting the Christmas weekend to relax and recover before returning to action Monday night in Miami. Minnesota looking for its first win since last Monday. Picked this one up late in the second, tied at 54. Jaden McDaniels on the break, moving and grooving to the hole. First one doesn't go, second one does. T-Wolves up 2. But the Heat go on a quick 5-0 run to end the half, capped off by this 3 from Max Strus. Heat up 3 to the 4th. Wolves down 5, but Anthony Edwards goes glass, count it, +1. It's a 3-point game, so final seconds now. Chance to tie, but the Wolves can't even get a shot off, and that'll do it. Minnesota loses a tough one on the road, 113-110. That'll do it for sports. We'll be right back.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu, only at Hardee's.
Welcome to the brand new Holiday Inn Express and Suites. Whether you're here for business, family events, or a weekend getaway, we've got you covered. Overtired? Overworked? Lay down in one of our super comfy beds. Got kids? Our adjoining rooms are perfect for a restful night's sleep. Let the kids burn off energy in our kiddie pool while you relax in our hot tub. Come check in and check out our brand new Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Onalaska La Crosse.
Looking for a bank that puts you first? Union State Bank is a community-owned bank looking to provide quality products and services to help make your banking easier. We take pride in getting to know our customers and understanding their needs. We are committed to helping you, your family, or your business with all your financial needs. We're here for you and we welcome you to bank with us. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ram Tough is perfect for us at Pischke Motors. We've got some pretty tough customers.
Get in on the big finish of 2022 with Pischke and Ram. Now through January 3rd, a new Ram Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 comes with up to $8,000 off with discount and rebates. Plus, get great financing with no payments for 90 days. Stop by in West Salem or La Crosse and test drive one today.
Ram and Pischke Motors, getting the job done.
La Crosse Glass and Overhead Doors has been selling, servicing, and installing garage doors since 1964 and believe garage doors should be exceptional quality and craftsmanship. We guarantee to help you select a door to fit all of your needs. We offer a large stock inventory of CHI overhead doors, including residential, commercial, rolling steel, and high-speed doors. Visit our website and design the door of your dreams with CHI Door Visions. Get your free quote today.
Nothing tastes better than savings. Hardee's new 4 for $6 deal lets you mix and match your favorite flavors. That's sweet, savory, crispy, crunchy, or beefy, all for just $6. Create your favorite combinations with our new 4 for $6 deal, only at Hardee's.
All this week, we're looking back at our favorite stories of 2022, and this one might get your heart racing. Back in November, News 8 Now's Rob Schiff introduced us to a Holman golfer who's sprinting to success.
Playing 18 holes of golf is a relaxing day for most. It's a chance to catch up with some friends, have a few drinks, share some laughs. But for Luther Olson, it's golf, just faster.
I get back home and I just Googled golfing, running, and speedgolfusa.com came out.
And that's when it all clicked for Luther. 3 years ago, the Holman resident decided to combine two of his hobbies, golf and running.
I get to play golf and I get done in an hour rather than 4 hours, which is great for family. I have a 9 and 11-year-old, and time with them is very valuable. I can't spend 4 hours on the course multiple times a week.
It's not your old-fashioned gentleman's game. Instead, speed golf combines the player's score with the time it takes to finish the round.
If you take your mind out of it, you don't have to stand over a ball thinking about what could go wrong, and it's just a lot of fun.
Among his peers, Luther may not shoot the lowest score, but his unique style makes him one of the fastest.
Speed golf is about speed, so you want to carry the minimal amount of clubs. You can't have a full bag lugging that around. Most guys carry 4 to 5 clubs. I use 2 clubs. 150 on in is my pitching wedge, 150 on out is the fairway wood.
So with just 2 clubs, Luther gave it a shot and decided to compete against the best speed golfers in the world. And lo and behold, he won the first competition he entered.
And I thought, I wonder if I could play with those guys. Even though I'm not a golfer, I was like, could I do this?
The answer was a resounding yes. Luther has competed in a dozen tournaments all throughout the country since 2019, winning 2 of them and consistently finishing in the top 5. It's become somewhat of a full-time hobby for the 47-year-old, a hobby he doesn't plan on giving up anytime soon.
Running out here 5-6 times a week when I'm 80, that'd be awesome. I'm going to be a lot slower. I'm going to be hitting a lot less. But to be able to do this sport until that time and to be in shape, that's what it's all about.
And Luther played in the World Championships in Florida, where he placed about 19th. Congrats to him. We'll be right back.
We know taking your child to the dentist can feel like pulling teeth, but at Pediatric Dentistry of Onalaska, your child arrives with a smile and leaves with specialized oral care tailored to them. Pediatric Dentistry of Onalaska, where we have big fun taking care of little teeth.
Start the new year off right during the final days of the Ford Shine Bright sales event. Don't miss your chance to choose from a great selection of new Ford vehicles in stock and ready for delivery. Or place a custom order, lock in your rate, and you're protected. Plus, new inventory is still arriving daily, so you could drive one home today. Now get a no-charge 3 or 30,000-mile premium maintenance plan when you purchase most new Ford vehicles. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Get all of your projects done with help from Menards. Mastercraft Interior Doors offer the best quality for the best prices. With our wide range of styles and options, you'll be sure to find something to fit your taste. Choose from our in-stock doors or design your door your way with our door designer. Mastercraft has the fastest delivery, so you get your door in approximately 7 days. Save big on Mastercraft doors at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
And he was a kid, 4 years old, he had lats. The only way you get lats is from doing prison time and doing pull-ups. He was a bad little kid. He was so evil, his first baby tooth, it came in chipped. Walking around the neighborhood smoking his mama's cigarettes.
Get ready for the comedy of Marlon Wayans, the Microphone Fiend Tour. Saturday, February 11th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Black River Falls, Wisconsin, with special guest DC Irvin. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster. Don't miss Marlon Wayans live.
Cooley Auto Service Center is ready to handle any of your repairs. From suspension and brakes to routine maintenance, we've got the certified technicians to care for you and your vehicle. Honest, friendly, and dependable team to get you back on the road quickly. Conveniently located at 700 Monitor Street or online at cooleyauto.com. Cooley Auto Service Center. Service you need, care you deserve.
We know taking your child to the dentist can feel like pulling teeth, but at Pediatric Dentistry of Onalaska, your child arrives with a smile and leaves with specialized oral care tailored to them. Pediatric Dentistry of Onalaska, where we have big fun taking care of little teeth.
20s tomorrow, 40s for Thursday, 30s for the weekend.
All right, thank you, Eric. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you back here tomorrow.